Corey Kruseman, thanks for sitting down and TalkToDrivers.com.
It's good to be here. I appreciate you coming and taking the time with me.
How did you get your start in racing?
Actually, my dad was a racer. He raced flat tracks and kind of got me into motocross, and he ended up getting killed in a race car. And for some reason, I decided that's what I needed to do. So I've been very fortunate to be able to make a living doing it this far in my life.
You have over 90 wins. Which ones stand out to you and why?
Well, really, that's kind of a tricky question there. We have 90 wins, counting the USAC, CRA, USAC 410 division, and if you were to add all the totals up, probably gets a little bit like up in the higher, 130 range. But I would say probably my first 410 race is the one that would stand out the most to me. It was at the same racetrack that my father got killed at, almost exactly 10 years to the date. So it was pretty emotional in more ways than one, for my family and everything else. So it was pretty exciting.
Are you glad you got to run 2 seasons on the National USAC Sprint Tour?
Absolutely. It was 2 great years to learn. I got to befriend the Barth family, and Bobby Barth we worked so well together, and obviously driving for Tony Stewart and Mopar, they allowed us to do a lot of things, and I learned a lot of it, and I think it helped my career to do the things that I'm enjoying to do now.
Of the old school drivers, who would you like to compete against? Name at least 3.
Oh boy, old school drivers. I mean, Dave Darlin, obviously, he's a standout. He's very clean, he's very aggressive, he's a very great guy off the racetrack. Jay Drake, obviously, making his comeback here at the Chili Bowl. We grew up together. I really enjoy racing with Jay Drake, and there's 3.
Being a 2-time Indiana Sprint Week champion, do you have a favorite racetrack there?
Yeah, I mean, Hobstadt is definitely a standout. It's probably one of my top 3 racetracks in the United States. And they do a great job of preparation. The guy owns $1 million worth of equipment. He wants to show everybody in the grandstands every piece of it every night. So, it keeps a good racetrack for us, and it's a lot like home. So I enjoy that.
You run Ventura at home, and it compares to Hobstadt. How?
The size is just a little bit different, but not terribly. The grip factor is the same. It's kind of a long straightaway, short U-turn corners. So it's more of an acceleration racetrack. It's not having the biggest motor wins. It's more methodical. It's like playing chess. Not only do you have to race hard, you have to think hard. You have to get yourself in the right position to be able to win.
Slide jobs and...
Yeah, just placement of your car, who you're racing with, and obviously you got to have luck on your side.
So at your racing school, what are the chances of me getting shoehorned into a midget?
We got a car to fit you just perfect. It surprised a lot of people, and it's one of those things. I mean, if you want to be comfortable, it's probably not the thing to do, but I haven't sat in a race car yet that feels like my living room couch, and I still enjoy to do it, so I get my fat butt in them every chance I get. I think we would have no problems.
How did it feel to win the USAC CRA title in 2006?
It was very exciting. I ran for Glenn and Carol Krosno. Mike and I was my crew chief, and we've been together for about 16 years off and on, and he's done me a fantastic job. And to be able to go to Glenn Krosno and turn his program around and to be able to get them a championship, I think that was a good thing for him. And he's been able to build a business on it, and started a speed shop, building engines, etc. And we're looking to do some stuff with him here in the future.
Was it frustrating in 08 coming out here for the 6-8 weeks and breaking your ribs, not being able to run the whole time in Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, it was very disappointing. Obviously, that's something that brings big satisfaction to me. The good thing was my family was back here with me, and there's nothing better than obviously my 2 girls, my wife and my little girl. But to be able to work with my driver development kids, that's gotten to be really big for me. Austin Merrow and Henry Clark and Alex Shetty at the time just did a fantastic job. I was able to spend a lot of time with them. I was able to concentrate on getting them, a little bit of change and understand the racetracks instead of me racing and only getting them a little bit of the education.
What do you think of the new Lawrenceburg when you first seen it?
It's pretty impressive. I think it's too fast. I think it's, from the night I was there, obviously I crashed there, so everybody says I dislike it because of that. But, I just think it's a little too quick for as narrow as it is. I think you carry so much momentum there that a not so good driver can use up a lot of racetrack and, possibly get somebody hurt.
What is your most amusing, embarrassing moment in racing today?
Oh, hell, that's every time I get in a race car. I do something stupid, but I don't know. One that stands out, off the get-go. But I've done a lot of crazy, dumb stuff in my life. Some of it I'm proud of, some of it I'm not.
Corey Kruseman, thanks for sitting down with TalkToDrivers.com.
Thank you. I appreciate it.